Hey, hi all. In this video, we will see what is report format or what are the different report formats which we have in Salesforce, and a brief about the screen which is there on your screen. That is a report builder. So basically, this is nothing but a report builder. It will have an underlining report type which we have discussed in the last video. It might be a custom report type or it might be a standard report type. So this is nothing but a report type. You can rename your report here by just clicking on that. If you want to create a joint report, then you can go to that. That we will be discussing a bit later. So report builder, where we build our reports. So the first and the most powerful thing in a report is data, and where data resides, that is nothing but a fields in Salesforce. So when we click on this arrow, we will see all the fields which are available to be used in this particular report. Now if we want to filter, if we know the name of that particular field, we can just enter it here, like owner or like account. In that manner we will get all the fields which have account in it. But if we don't know exactly the name of that particular field, but we know the data type, so now it is showing all the fields. It will show only the text fields which we have in this particular report type. It will show only the number fields which we have in this report type. All the fields which are having data type numeric. This will show all the fields which are a checkbox fields in this particular report type. As of now, we don't have any fields as such. This will showcase all the data type fields which we have in this report type. Last but not the least is the pick list fields which we have in this report. So you can filter on that basis. You can search by a string. You can search on the basis of a data type. If you have all, then you can search on that string basis. So this is basically about the fields which we have. Now in this particular section we have outline. In outline we can add the columns which we want to showcase in the particular report, which we can add here. There are two ways to add it. We can just drag it to this side like this. If I want to add account ID, I can drag it. Otherwise I can just start. Sorry, it will take some time to update because it is checked. Update preview automatically is checked, that's why it is taking time. Now if I go here and I type anything like owner, I will get all the fields. Then if I click on this, it will be added in the report. Field in the report. So if you want to group anything on row basis, like there are 4 types of report formats which we have in Salesforce. So the first is, I have to just create a new one. Let's see. So there are 4 report types. So basically, report format. Report formats in Salesforce. 4 report formats. So the first one is tabular. Tabular is nothing but a straight data, means like a tabular format data. The second one is summary, where we can summarize on the basis of rows. Third we have is matrix. In this we are summarizing row as well as column. Joint reports. So these are majorly 4. In tabular it's a straight table format like in Excel we have. In summary we are grouping the rows. In matrix, we are grouping rows and as well as columns. In joint report, we are having block of reports like block 1 and block 2. So we will discuss it. Now I will go to the org. So in this now, this is a tabular report which we have on a screen. If I save it and run it, I will name it, for an example, test report. Now it will be saved and it will run. So if you see, data will be displayed on the screen, and once it appears, then we can discuss about that. So now if you see here, we have enable field editing. It will be basically like an inline editing. If you enable it, so for an example, if I enable it, these are all the fields which are not editable. Some of the fields will be editable when you make this thing, field editing enabled. So now if you want to change it, you can change it here. You have to click on this save. Now you have to click on save, then this particular row will be saved. This is locked because this is coming from account owner email. It is not directly coming from the account, right? That's the reason it is locked. Okay, these all things are locked because they are coming from different objects, and all the things which means like all the major things which we want to edit will be of the same object, like on account object, not on the lookup objects which we have. This all the details are coming from user object. So basically we cannot edit user object data from account object. That's the reason. If I hit on save, now the details will be saved. So now it is updated. Your change has saved. Okay. So this is new feature which is recently implemented. You want to search the report table, then you can use this feature. If you want to see all the filters which are enabled in the enabled on this particular report, you can check it here. If you want to refresh it, you can do that. If you want to edit it, you can click on this edit button, it will be edited. If you want to subscribe to this report, if you want export of this report, export will be in Excel or it can be in CSV as per your need. If you want to add this particular report to a dashboard, you can add it. If you want to make a clone of this report, you can save as, and then you can modify it according to your need. So basically this is about the report for the report builder which we have. Basically this is after we run a report. So majorly if we want to change any filter, if we have the permissions assigned to us to make that change, we will just click on that and we will just make the report look what we want it to look like. For an example, created date, we want to financially value. If we hit apply, it will be applied. There are no results in it, and we will just go back to again online, apply. That will show some data. Okay, in this manner the report filters which you have defined on the report, it will not be impacted. Only it's an personalization thing, like if someone wants to see the data of last 1 year, 2 year, they can accordingly edit it if they have the respective permissions. Now we will again go to the report builder. Now report will open in the editable mode, that is it will be in the report builder. So now we have seen what is a tabular report. If I want to group this on the basis of account owner email, just so how many accounts are created by a particular account? So there are 19 records which are created by connect.imgs, and there are only 1 record which is created by an automated user. So this is nothing but a summary report where we are summarizing it. Now if I run it, So as you can see, there are 20 records which are created. There are, as you can see, there are 28 records which are created by connect.mjs. Now, if you want to see the detail of the rows, subtotals, grand total, you can check it, and all the things will be available with you. If you don't want it, you can just uncheck it. It will be in this format. If you don't want the subtotals, then it will be in this format. Okay. So in this manner, this works. So this is a summary report when we are summarizing on some basis. Now we will look for the matrix. In matrix report, you can summarize on basis of column modes. So it is account owner email, and then I want this to be on the basis of I want this to be on the basis of the anything you can take, might be account source. If the account source are same or not, so it will summarize the column data on that basis. So there is a record count, that is 1. If you go to this, so there will be 19 records present where all the details will be there. So in matrix report, if you click on that particular cell, then you will get all the data about that particular cell. Like 19 records are there which are having the connect.imjs, and there are no source in it. Account source is not there, so I will not summarize the columns on that basis. I will summarize it on might be on account record type. That will work in our case because it will be associated with a particular record. So there are, if you see, there are 8 records with the person account. So this will be a detailed view of that, and then if you want, you can clear it. So this is an intersection where the account owner email is connect.mjs, account record type is person accounts, and below are the details of all the records which meet this criteria. The account owner is this and the account record type is this. If I click on this, then it will give the intersection of account owner email is this and account record type is nothing. So in this manner it works, the matrix. Now if we go to the joint report, joint report gives us data. Oh sorry, matrix report. So now I will remove this group across blocks. So now this is first block. I want to add another block to it, then I have to add another report type, the baseline, to create the report. Add the block. A new block will be added to the report. So this is nothing but a joint report where the main problem or the main issue we face here is the common fields. So the common fields between these two are account owner, the joint report. So if we click on this common field, so we will get to know about all the common fields which are there in the block 1 and block 2, that is which are already present in the account with users and also in the accounts. Previously we were not able to see any data in this block. The reason being there are different filters. So this is the filter for first block, this is the filter for second block. If I change it to my accounts, so there is no account which is assigned to me, and there will be no data. So, and I will update this also. It means like this is an filter independently on the blocks. So if I put 2 years ago, so there were no data created 2 financial years ago in this particular instance. That's the reason we will not get any data on this particular block, accounts block. So as you can see, we have, so I will just run this for you, and then I will showcase you the filters, how they make a difference in block 1 and block 2. So they have independent filters on block 1 and independent filters on block 2. There in the field sections you can see what are the common fields which are present in both the blocks. So as you can see, there is some data in this, but there is no data in this particular block. The first block is accounts with users, account with user block 1, and then accounts block 1. If I go to the filters, if you see, this is the first block, that is accounts with user. They have shown me all accounts created at all time. In the second, we have shown me my accounts. Might be I have some accounts in this instance. The reason it is not being picked up for this report is because I have another filter. If I change this filter to all time and my accounts to all the accounts in the org, and if I apply it, then it will showcase all the data. Okay, now this filter is not updated. So now both the filters are updated. It will showcase us the data which is common in between both the blocks. So this account is common between the block, the account name is common between the blocks, the reason being it is being showcased in this particular report. So that is how the joint reports work. There are independent filters. You can apply multiple filters in it. You can apply multiple filters in the block too. If you want to create a cross block formula, that also you can create. While clicking on the fields, you will see a plus sign button which states that you can create a cross block formula. Just I will navigate to that, but to showcase you, if you click, just it's loading, it might take some time. Okay. So now if you see create cross block formula, if you want to create a formula, you can create out of it. There you have to give the name to that particular column, and you have to give the functions according to the business requirement or according to your use case. It's taking time. Okay, so now it's there. It's a edit summary level formula call. It will be on a row level basis across the blocks, both the blocks. So if you want to do some operations, you can do that. You can select that particular field which you want, then you can insert it. You function which you want, you can name whatever you want in the column. The name will be appeared, the column name will be appeared in that particular field. Then formula output type, a number, decimal, whatever you want, currency, percent, in that manner you can add it accordingly. So we can add number of locations, insert it. Location account. If you want to add description, you can add it. all summary. I will run this report. Where is that count one? That is that one. Location count is not there. I'll just check it. I don't know why the fail was created. But yeah, we have that fail. Okay, where we want that fail. So, I want so we have created this. So now it will be added. So the formula will be created, just you have to add it to the block which you want. We have just added it, and now there are the location count. So if they have any data, it will populate. If there is no data, it will not populate. So that's all about the joint report. It's a bit tricky when you go for joint report because of this common fields, because in some of the use cases you will have last name created by as the common fields. In that case you will not get accurate data which you are expecting out of a report. So just double check what you want in the joint report. In block 1 what you are getting, in block 2 what you are getting, whether you are getting the whether you're getting the required results out of it, and accordingly work on it. So that's all for the report format and for the report builder perspective. Thank you all.